This pigeon is from 2007, and the pigeon we call New Hope. New Hope is the last child of Golden Lady. So New Hope is our sister to Kleine Dirk. And now in this moment she's 15 years old, but still she given me so far one youngster. And 3 days ago she laid 2 eggs. It's difficult to see if they are okay, but from a hen of 15 years old is exceptional that he can lay eggs. And New Hope is a nice pigeon, looks like Kleine Dirk, and also a very, very good breeder. So in 2 and 3rd generation already, he gives very good ones. So it is a basic breeding hen for us. I'm proud to introduce you this pigeon. This pigeon we call Tilak. He's from 2019, and the last 3 numbers is 591. And he's a hen. And in the people ranking, she was the number 2 of all Holland in the category middle distance, long distance. And this category needs to be 7 races. So they count in 7 races. So they was one of our best pigeon in 2022 racing, but also in the other years before, he was very good. And totally, she wins 8 times in the first 100 over 8 races in over 3 years. I think we will raise her again, maybe to Optra, maybe an Olympia pigeon for next year. And the father is Nilsson, and Nilsson is pure Kleine Dirk strain, is 2 times Golden Lady in the pedigree, and from mother's side is from Albert Derwa. We call Derwa 229. Also a very good breeding hen for us, and is from the pair from Derwa Valentino with Pauline. And also I like to congratulate the family Bakker, who in the same competition, they were number 2, or they were number 1, and also they raise a lot, maybe 90% of our strain. So this pigeon we call Tilak. This pigeon I'd like to introduce you is from 2020, the 9A2, and we call this pigeon Kobe. Kobe was this year our best pigeon in racing. Now we move him to the breeding loft, and he went 3 times first. First of 17,000, a first of 5,000. That race he also was the fastest of 12,000, and also a first of 1,200. And Kobe's father is from the family Paulin from Belgium. And the mother is Alcina. And Alcina bred also for us the pigeon we call All-in-One. And All-in-One was the winner in Zimbabwe 2 years ago. And I think Kobe so far wins 9 pigeons in the first 100. So from 1,000 pigeons he was 9 times in the first 10. So now we hope that he can breed us champions for that ons can win us again in the coming years.
Dit is Manu. Manu is voor ons een hele speciale duif. Hij vloog bij ons 2 keer een eerste NPO. 1 keer van Bourges, 1 keer van Châteauroux. In de loop van de jaren heeft ze zich toch ook al ontpopt als een goede kweekduivin. Zo hebben we zelf een doffer, Ruben, op het vlieghok. Die vliegt 2 keer bij de eerste 10. In Algarve vlogen we de combinatie van Wanrooy en 4e met een kind uit. Manu, daar weer een kind uit dan. En bij Verkerk, de 2e beste duif op de Pipa-ranking, Midvond van de jonge duiven, is hij 2e geworden. Ook met een duif uit de lijn van Manu. Dus ze begint zich echt al te ontpoppen als een hele goede kweekduivin. Ja, dat is iets waar je van droomt als liefhebber. Een goede vliegduivin is mooi, maar als je daarna ook nog nazaten geeft, dat is ja, eigenlijk fantastisch. Dus we hopen hier nog lang plezier van te hebben. Ja, Manu is, voor degenen die haar misschien nog niet gezien hebben, zoals heel veel mensen, is redelijk groot van stuk. Ze is fors van formaat, ze is niet dik, ze is altijd heel mooi van gewicht. Een fantastische pluim. De vader is van Herman van der Sande, die hebben we destijds gekocht. Superkijk Rick noemen we die. En de moeder is goudband. Misschien wel mooi om te vertellen. We hebben 4 jongen gekweekt uit het koppel. Eén daarvan is dan Manu. En de andere is Paco. Die vliegt ook een tweede NPO achter Manu aan. Dan hebben we nog één, dat is Amadi. Die is 4e nationale aasduif bij WFCB geworden. En we hadden nog een andere duivin op het vlieghok. En die vliegt ook een 6e NPO. Alleen die hebben we helaas verspeeld. Dus ja, er zijn 4 duiven uit het koppel geboren. En eigenlijk 3 daarvan zitten nu bij ons op de kweek. En ja, die 4 daar niet meer staan. Maar ja, het is heel moeilijk. En ja, daar zijn we super blij mee dat we toch deze 3 allemaal met prestaties op het kweekhok hebben.
Hello, pigeon fans in Holland and all over the world. I'd like to tell a little bit of story about this pigeon. The pigeon we call the 48. The pigeon we buy from a fancier in my neighborhood. We fly 4 or 5 years together, so we know how good this pigeon was. And he was as a yearling, the 3rd best middle distance bird of all Holland. And also he raced 4 or 5 years. What I learned from Mr. Vallon, his principle was a pigeon who can race 4 or 5 years very good, and the 5th year same good as a yearling. So a really tough selection. That was his idea for put this pigeon to the breeding loft. So we fly with it, or we had competitors together, and then I heard one time that this man was Herman Amon from Nieuw Dordrecht, and this man gave up his spot, and so the 48 was for sale. So I go to this man in the evening, and with my money I saved in my pet shop. So and I asked him, Mr. Animal, I heard that you will sell the pigeon, and is the 48 for sale? And I see this man almost got sweating and goosebumps on his head. So I feel it was a small fencer. This was his number 1 pigeon. So, but at the end of the day, we could buy this pigeon. So we bring him back to New Amsterdam, and then later on, after a few years, we pair him with a direct Jansen hen. We call it Gouden Duifje. And Gouden Duifje was bred from Goed Duifje from the Jansen brothers. And this pair was the first pair where still in our family is all about this pair. So in general, I can say we had 3 or 4 super breeding pairs. And this 3 or 4 pairs is all the family we have still in our loft. So the 48 paired with the direct Jansen hen was the pair who gave us the sitter and the Beatrixdogger and more very good pigeon. And the Beatrixdogger win by himself a first prize of 10,000 pigeon. And also we give a youngster, we sell to Mr. Kunter Pranger. And we call Kunter Pranger, call him the 959. And this pigeon was the father of the Ringlose. And the Ringlose also gave a lot of ace pigeon in Germany. So I think it's a very nice story about, it was a nice pigeon also when we go to the tentoonstelling, to a fair. He also win the first prize, but for me was also number 1 that he was a very good racer and breeder. And the offspring was a lot of Jansen brothers inside through the Smulders family, and also a little bit of Delba. Delba was well known in Belgium for his long distance pigeon. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next week with another story.